Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying some new from Sephora products. So the first one we have is the Creaseless Creamy Concealer. I have the shade, I don't even think I mentioned this in the video, 22N. I'm also going to be trying the Gloss Bomb Stick by Fenty in the shade Blaz'd Donut. I also have the MAC Glow Play Cushiony Blush. This is the newer formula, and this is in the shade True Harmony. Wearing this one today. The new Smashbox Always On Mood Board eyeshadow palette, and I have the shade Earthy Vibes. And then we are trying the new Rare Beauty True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. Guess I could have looked on the other side here. But if you wanted to see how I got this look and what I think about these products, then just keep watching. Alright, so I have my face prepped and primed, and I've also used my foundation already, which is the Fenty Beauty Soft Lip Foundation in the shade 150. And on my eyelids, I prepped my lids already too. I have the... You might be surprised, I'm finally using something different on my eyelids. The Midnight Shadows, the liquid eyeshadow by REM, and I'm wearing the shade Later. For some reason online it says Late, but it's actually called Later. Anyway, that's what I'm wearing. It's just very much my skin tone. So I'm gonna fix my hair later. I just wanted it to be out of my face. So we're gonna go in first with the Tarte Creamy Creaseless Concealer. So this has just been not reformulated because they still have the creamy, they still have the creaseless concealer, but this is a creamy version of it. So I'm just gonna read a little bit about it for you. It says it's a medium natural finish. It contains vitamin C and omega-3, which help to hydrate, so plump and brighten the under eye. It says it also contains diamond powder, which helps to blur imperfections. I don't know what diamond powder is, but sounds good to me. Then later on in the description, it says full coverage, so I'm confused. It says medium, but then it also says full, so I'm not sure. It says it's an anti-crease formula. I feel like all concealers crease if you have any kind of under eye fine line. It says it won't cake or settle into fine lines. We'll see. So I'm going to put my color corrector, the faux filter corrector, on one eye and not the other, and we'll just see how that looks. Because I usually always do this step, so I'm just going to put some in the inner corner. And then on this side, I will just do the concealer. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So you see it's that darker kind of pinky tone. Okay, so no concealer yet on that one. I think we'll just go to this eye first. Let that one sit for a couple seconds. That might be way too much, but we'll see. I probably should have done it the other way around because I always feel like this under eye looks always brighter than this one, but that's fine. So this is not the first time that I've used this. I've definitely tried it before. And so far, I think it's pretty nice. Like, in my opinion, it's pretty comparable to the Fenty. Maybe even Natasha Denona. But I haven't really found it to be, you know, super drying under the eye or anything. Like, it's nice and hydrating. It doesn't over exaggerate the look of texture under the eye. So I'm going in with the Pat McGrath, just kind of patting it out of my hand there. So that's what we're looking like. This one's still quite dark. Took care of quite a bit of darkness under there. I'm not even wearing earrings. What the heck? I'm always wearing earrings. Let's do... Sorry. Let's just do these guys. Oh. Where's my... Lost the back of it. This annoys me. These earrings are newer. And look at that. You can see it's already peeling a little bit, and they weren't cheap. That's frustrating. They're not real gold, but they're apparently gold plated, but... Don't know what was on my ear there, but okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go in on the other side, the one that has the color corrector. I don't know why I start picking my face a couple days before my wedding. Dumb. I don't know why I didn't take this week off of work. I feel bad. My fiance is like running around the world. I mean, he likes to be busy, but it's exhausting. He mostly does it when I'm at work. Right now, he's just going to, what is he doing? Drop off some corsages and boutonnieres to his parents and sisters. And then, what else? Oh, we have to pick up a playpen for my nephew. Okay, so going back in with that powder. Okay. So I actually kind of still think this one looks better. Maybe I'll put a tiny bit more powder to brighten it up a little bit. Is that a bit better? I don't know. All right, let us proceed. So I'm going to be trying I've tried all of these products already, so just so you know. The True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. I have the shade Porcelain, which is the lightest shade, which is shocking because it's not that light. I feel like they need to add a few shades in there, but so it says it's an airy, long-lasting pressed powder that instantly blurs, mattifies, and touches up makeup with light, flexible coverage, and always looks skin-like. It is talc-free. It also says there is no flashback. That I can't confirm because I haven't tried. Light buildable coverage, natural finish, helps to reduce shine, blurs, smooths. I already said all that. So yeah, let's just put it to the test here. I just grabbed a new puff yesterday. Where did I put it? Is the question. These aren't new. Here we go. Okay, so let's try her out. So you can see I do have a little bit of sheen on my face already right now because I'm using that foundation, which is a little bit glowier. The Fenty foundation has a little bit of a glow to it. So you could see it definitely like cut down that shine. Is anybody getting the, sorry, I just got a app exclusive text message from Sephora. Is anybody getting the re-released Naked palette? I saw Heather Austin talking about it, and it looks like the 4 middle shades are not the same, which, why would you change the shades? Which is weird to me, sorry, I had a little hiccup. Like, leave the shades alone, improve the formula, that's fine, but the shades should all be the same to me. Don't you think? So you can see that it definitely cut down that shine immediately, which is nice for me, an oily gal. And it's just very smooth looking. I feel like these two, this foundation mixed with this powder is such a nice combination. I feel like it definitely cut down the shine. It does have a blurring quality to it for sure. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy on the skin. Seems like it kind of helps to blur any of the lines, fine lines on my forehead. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. Sorry. I forgot to grab this before I started the video. Can't get it. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna just use my good old faithful Say bronzers, the Dew Bronze in the shade Sand. I'm really liking this one in combination with the Armani bronzer. And then just blend that out. And I just want to say a special thank you to all of the creators / friends who have been so kind and supportive and have just been there for me throughout this whole tough time in my life with the dog passing and everything. Not just creators, but also subscribers. Little She Bear, thank you so much. You are always so sweet. And thank you so much for always supporting me. And Bottles of Chris, go check her out. She's amazing. She does the most beautiful eye looks. Rhoda, Paint the Face, Jeanette, Julie Meikle. I just thank you so much for being angels. And thank you so much for being so supportive and just caring. Alinka is also another one, such a sweetheart. So I just wanted to say that because I really, really appreciate you. And yeah, it's just been a tough time. I'm starting to finally get a little bit excited for the wedding because we have so many people coming in from out of town that I haven't seen in so long, and I'm excited to see them. I actually still haven't seen my nephews. They've been here for a few days already, which is terrible, but we just had so much going on that I haven't seen them yet, but obviously I'm gonna go see them soon. My fiance has been kind of all over the place, like I said, so he's been kind of bouncing in and out of there. So he's seen them, but I really do feel like I have to go pay them a visit for sure. They're gonna forget who I am. They're not from here, so I don't get to see them too often, but luckily they're here for I think a month. So that's good. We'll have some time to connect. And then my other nephew's coming in on, my brother's son is coming in on Thursday. I don't think I'll see him Thursday though, because I think maybe I will. But I have a lot going on. I have to go get my nails done with my cousin. My cousin is coming in Thursday from Calgary. We have a lot of people coming from Calgary and a lot of people coming from Toronto. So I have all my West Coast family. He has his East Coast family. So it'll be definitely nice to see everyone. And just people from high school that I haven't seen in so long. I don't know why we haven't seen each other. It's just, I don't know, things get so busy. And when you're working and 40, you're tired all the time. So yeah, we just haven't really had a chance to get together too much. Okay, I think that's a little over the top with the bronze. So let us just, where is it? Blend that out a bit. Probably should cover up my forehead with that concealer. Okay, now a blush that I've been absolutely loving that's newer. I think they reformulated them, or did they just come out with new shades? I'm not 100%. This is True Harmony, the MAC Glow Play Cushiony Blush. And I love this. A lot of people will apply with their fingers, and you can apply with your fingers. It's very like cushiony and you could press it in. But I like to use a brush. So I use a little bit more of a denser brush. This is just a, oh, don't mind this, I have to clean this. The Real Techniques, what is this one? Multitask brush. These get so nasty on the end though. I hate that rubbery part. I just cleaned a bunch of them. Have to clean this one. But this shade, I love. Darn it, I meant to put my highlight on first. I do feel like I have to build this one up a little bit more. I feel like if you're applying it with your hands, you may not have to build it up quite as much because it's kind of meant to be used with your hands, but I don't want it to be streaky, so I like using a brush. And one of my favorite highlighters, I'm not like super highlighter person. I do have my favorites, and when I love them, I just keep using the same ones over and over. And so the one I've been using the most lately is actually this one, which is shocking to me, the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. Usually I'm a powder highlight kind of gal, and it's in the shade Nude. But that one just blew me away. Okay. So this is just a very pretty like bronzy shade, which I really enjoy. I just bought MAC Warm Soul, so I could use that one, or I have the RMS Crystal Slipper, which is also beautiful. But I think I'm gonna go in with the one I've been wearing the most with this blush, which is the Dior Rosy Glow Bronzed Glow shade. This one here. I just feel like the two of them together just look so beautiful. This is obviously enough, but I don't know, it just adds a little something special to it when I add that one on. So I'm gonna do first the highlight. So I usually just do like a dab on my hand and then go in with a little tiny brush. This is the Real Techniques setting brush, but I use it as a highlight because it's like the perfect size. Oop. I think I took a little too much out. That's okay. I'm just going to pat that down a tiny bit. Yeah, I definitely took too much, so I'm just gonna... And then I'm gonna go in with the Bronzed Glow. Just using a Makeup by Mario F2 brush. I always just use the smaller end if I don't want too much pigment. Just adds a little extra. But yeah, I've just been loving the bronzy blushes. I go through phases where I'm like super into just pinky blushes or like purpley pinky blushes or just nude blushes. But yeah, there's been something about the nude that I've just been loving. Especially mixed with that highlight. Okay, I'm going to contour my nose and I'll be back to do my eyes. Okay, I just kind of gelled my brows for now. I didn't want to fully do them. We're gonna go in with the Always On Mood Board eyeshadow palette, and it's in the shade Earthy Vibes. I probably didn't need this because I feel like I could have gotten these type of shades in my Yucca palette. And I thought about it after and I was like, why did I get this? But it was available at Nordstrom. I think that's the only place you can get it right now in Canada, I think. Because Nordstrom now sells to Canada again, yay. So I got this and then just a little like kind of plaid type sweater. It's like a fleece. I'm just going in with this shade here. And yeah, that's all I got from the anniversary sale. This wasn't on sale, but the fleece was. But yeah, I didn't need this. It's pretty expensive for what it is. I think it's like 40 US. And it's tiny, like it doesn't look that small. It's teeny tiny. These are just tiny. Look, I can cover the whole thing with my finger. So you don't need it. Especially if you have like nude palettes already. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't used it yet. This is the first time I'm using it, so maybe just with what I'm using right now, this is not like wowing me or anything, but it's okay. So we'll go in with a little bit of a smaller brush and we'll go in with this shade here. It's kind of like a, I was gonna say reddish brown, but when I'm looking at it now, it actually doesn't really look that reddish, just kind of a warmer brown. I thought it was gonna be a little bit darker than that. The shade is not what I expected it to be. I thought it'd be a little more like reddish and like, I don't know, deeper for some reason, but it's kind of just looking like a deep mustard, which is fine. I like that type of shade, but it's not exactly what I was going for. So let's go in with this shade here. Just in the outer corner. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice, but I'm not like wowed by this. I've been wearing the golden palettes so much. I really, really like it. So I'll go in with this shade here. I don't know how that's gonna look. Whoa. Okay. That shade is impressive. It's definitely more than I was expecting. It is one of those shades though that I feel like works best with your finger, because it could probably be, it's like piecey, if you know what I mean. So I feel like pressing it on with your finger would be the best bet, the best way to go. Okay, I'm impressed by that one. Let's go in with that darker green under the eye. That's just this one here. And I have a Glossier, a green Glossier eyeliner I think would look really nice with this. Now I should probably find it. Be right back. I found it right in front of me, as usual. It's called Fresco, and I'm just gonna put that on the inner or the lower waterline. So it kind of pulls out the green a little bit more out of that shadow. And there is definitely some fallout with that piecey shade. Have some a little bit under the eye here. I think if you wet your brush, you would be totally fine. So I think on top, I'm gonna do probably a brown, because I don't want to go too colorful. Let's go in with, let's just go Whiskey from Urban Decay. And I don't want to cover up all of that sparkle, so I'm just kind of going like tighter to the lash line. Definitely a more different look than I'm used to doing. Okay, so I think for the brown, I'm just going to smudge it out just the tiniest bit with an angle brush. And then I'll go in with this shade. It's kind of like a more greeny type shade, but that's okay. Just pull it out a tiny bit. I'm not smudging the whole thing because I don't want to like ruin the sparkle there. I'm more just smudging out the outer corner here. Just added a teeny tiny bit more of that shade. Okay, so then I will do the same on the other eye, and then I'll get my mascara on and I will be back. All right, so I got my mascara on. Just did One Coat Wow on the top. And this is my CoverGirl Exhibitionist on the bottom. And then on the upper waterline, I just used the Hourglass gel liner in Cave. And then Same old stuff for the brows, but I will just add a tiny bit of this pen here. Definitely gonna have to bring this pen the day of the wedding, because sometimes I notice I just all of a sudden have like a little space missing in my brow, and I'm like, what happened there? It was filled out in the morning, and then all of a sudden maybe I touched my face or something. But yeah, I'll definitely have to bring that with me. And then just fill in any gaps here. I hope that fan isn't too loud. I'm having a little bit of a sore throat and it's freaking me out, and I hope it goes away ASAP. That's just the gel that I'm using right now, just to kind of set a few little randoms down. I just put a little bit of the Makeup by Mario, the beige shade, on the inner corner, just because there isn't really an inner corner besides like the very bright shades. And then I will do my lips. This is the last step. I have a little cut here. I hate that, so uncomfortable. And going in with Endless Cacao. If you couldn't understand that, Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever. Very similar to the other one I've been wearing. From Kylie. This one's just a little bit darker, but also easier to smudge. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I was talking about the Naked palette. Is anybody getting that? How do we feel about it being re-released? I'm probably gonna get it to do a comparison, because I do still have my old one. I haven't used it in forever, but hopefully I don't get any kind of infection. So now I'm gonna use the Gloss Bomb stick in the shade Blazed Donut. So it's quite pink. I like that it's cool toned though, like finally. Not orange, but actually cool toned. I do usually put this over top of a lipstick, so I'll put more of like a nude lipstick and then this over top, and it's perfection. So I don't normally wear it just this on its own, but it's still very pretty on its own. Super comfortable, it's not sticky, doesn't feel gross or anything on the lips, just very comfortable and just hydrating. I'm gonna go fix my hair and I will be back. All right, so hair is done, just a little roundup. So I'm just gonna show you the Yucca palette, how beautiful. And I'll show you a side-by-side next to this guy. So you can see very similar shades in here. They have that dark green, that kind of neon shade. Then they have these two that look very similar. Yeah, I think if you have this, you definitely don't need this. And the quality is okay. Like, kind of ate my words a bit when I put that sparkly shade on. But the mattes just perform meh. Like, they're all right. They're not amazing. So, I don't know. I think it's too expensive for what it is. Don't love it. If you have this, you're set. I do think it would be very nice for the fall. Because obviously these shades are very, like, fall time. But I just think it's a little bit too expensive for the size and the quality. So the True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder, so good. I think it is blurring. I feel like it did take down that shine. I mean, I'm still always going to be a little bit shiny because, well, number one, I put on a glowy foundation, but I feel like this foundation mixed with this powder is a really, really good combination. But yeah, it's very pretty. I think for myself, because I am so oily, I would probably prefer the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder, just on me personally. But I do think it's really, really nice, and I'm going to get a lot of use out of it, and I'm not taking it back. And then what else do we have? The lip, very pretty. Like I said, it's a little more pinky than I normally go for, but I do think it's very pretty. Feels good on the lips. Nice and hydrating, not sticky. The smell is very good. What is it? It's kind of that same Gloss Bomb smell. What else? The concealer, I really like the concealer. So I think I prefer it without the Huda underneath. Like, to me, that looks like it's doing a better job of color correcting. And I don't know, just all around looks smoother underneath the eye without the Huda. And I really like it. I've really been enjoying that concealer. It's not, like, obviously if you have fine lines, it is going to crease a tiny bit. But it doesn't feel, like, crinkly. It doesn't feel, like, drying at all. I just think it's a really, really good concealer. What else do we have? Is that everything? I feel like there was more. I don't know. I feel like that's... Oh, the blush. Love the blush. Absolutely love both blushes. The bronze, the MAC blush, and the Bronzed Glow blush. I want to say brush. Bronzed Glow blush. I love both of them. I feel like they're both perfect for summertime, or you can wear them definitely going into fall. But yeah, bronze has been my thing lately. I think I went just a little too hard with the blush today. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, so I think that is everything. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. And again, I just thank you so much for all of your support over this last week. It has been a difficult one. But I just thank you so much for everything, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.